Hi, everybody. Pastor Kirk here, feeling a little weird on the week after Easter. I mean, it's partly the rain. I wasn't expecting that. But mostly it's that weird feeling from working so hard, as so many of you did during Holy Week. Hundreds of our church family volunteering to help with cleanup, setup, greeting, ushering, choir, orchestra, worship band, breakfast, traffic control, and shuttling. And then it's over. At 12:30 on Easter, the church campus was a virtual ghost town. Nearly everybody had cleared out. Debbie Huntington Delgado, who honchoed our magnificent deacon's breakfast, she's putting the finishing spritzes on our church kitchen. Marty Mamuyak, our deacon moderator and unofficial church photographers, taking the last family photos in front of the floral cross. But half an hour after Easter's final benediction, okay, everybody's gone home. It was a weird feeling because so much time and energy had gone into planning and preparing for last week. Have you ever felt that way on Christmas? You're sitting late morning amid all the empty Christmas wrapping papers. The living room is clear and quiet. Wow, it's over. Life goes on, doesn't it? The world keeps turning, and Christ is still risen indeed. It was a thrilling Easter. If you haven't attended both services, I encourage you to go to our website or our phone app and listen to the other Easter message. Tim preached from Luke 24, the risen Jesus journeying to Emmaus with the two downcast, clueless disciples, and his message. What do you do in hard times when you feel like you can't see Jesus? He isn't there, but he really is. And I preach from John chapter 20, Peter and John running to the tomb and discovering it's empty. And my sermon segued into one of the all-time great anthems that our choir has ever sung, Arise, My Love. The words are from the Song of Solomon, the king courting a shepherd girl that he has betrothed. But they are reinterpreted to apply to Jesus rising from the grave. Arise, my love. The grave no longer has a hold of you. No more death sting. No more suffering. Arise, my love. When John previewed that song for me, he suggested we conclude the Easter service with this anthem. Usually the anthem is in the middle of the service, but I agreed right away. I decided I'll preach on how romance is like resurrection. It makes you come alive, just like Christ's resurrection raises us up. The Bible says you have been born again to a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. Anyway, thanks to everybody who helped make Easter so spectacular. We served breakfast to 50 more people than last year. Easter attendance overall was higher than last year. The guest parking lot, our south lot, was a big hit. Visitors were streaming off it all morning to be greeted at a special welcome table. Our sunrise service at 7:30 in the chapel, it was packed, nearly 200 attending, which is more than capacity. We're going to do that again next year, and maybe we'll even add a real sunrise service around 6 o'clock, 6:15, if it continues to grow. You know, a lot of folks are still talking about Maundy, Thursday. That service, it had a foot washing segment right out of John chapter 13. Surprised everybody, including me and the whole staff, by the deep spiritual impact it had on us. We had 300 towels, and we went through almost all of them. FOPC, we're not a foot washing culture, so it was impossible to predict how many folks would have nerve enough or courage enough to come forward. And many did. And I was struck by how many people experienced that action with great emotion, tears, hugs. Several people even got down on hands and knees and began assisting the foot washers. It was a perfect segue into Holy Communion that evening. Well, we expected Easter to be off the chart wonderful. We didn't expect Maundy, Thursday to be the spiritual visitation from the Lord that it was. Well, I'm catching my breath, getting my health back. You can probably tell. If you heard me preach on Easter, you probably noticed I croaked my way through that sermon. It's mainly allergies, but the first half of this week, it turned into a sinus infection, and I think I finally turned the corner. Here's hoping you had a great Holy Week and that you also are nearly recovered. On Saturday, Leal and I are leaving for Turkey. We're going to lead a group from FOPC touring the Bible sites in Asia Minor, which include Antioch, Tarsus, Galatia, Ephesus, and the cities of Revelation. I'm going to try to send in an on-site report. And then my first Sunday back, guess what? I preach on Acts 19, Paul's mission to Ephesus. What timing, huh? So, see you in 2 weeks. Keep things humming. Keep up the love. Fair Express, you are an awesome church.